Well, just got back from the tunnel, and I really think I did really well with this video. I got a lot crammed in it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be yet. I haven't merged all the video, but I'm going to guess. I'm going to see how wrong or right I am. I'm going to guess 45 minutes long. But the video you're about to watch, I also met several people that knew me. I had to get some autographs and pictures with a bunch of people, but really got a pretty good video coming up to watch. Walked all the way through that tunnel. It is really, truly amazing inside that tunnel. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. It's cram-packed with some pretty good stuff, I believe. So, again, hope you enjoy. We're in a hot air balloon. We're going to go up to the stratosphere. No, we're going skiing. It's supposed to snow 8 inches here in the next 10 minutes. So by the time we get there, we'll have snow to ski on. Nah, just kidding. Going down to the tunnel. Me and Larry. Look at them two lovebirds. No.
They fell out.
Invisible, yeah. I forgot that point, Lover's Leap. Yeah, somewhere over in here.
Right up here on top.
Oh, I hope I don't drop this phone. I'd have to jump to get it. Oh, that's your shoe. I thought I had one shoe and one other shoe. I was like, what? I was zoomed in.
This is where Betsy told her grandson, she said, if I fall right here, will you come get me? He said, no.
Oh, man, it'd take... Especially if you had a broke leg. You'd both have. Wonder how old that rock is. About 300 million. You know, up there in the northern Appalachians, up near Maine and New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, that is like 450 million years old, that rock. It hadn't been subducted back under the earth. Some of the oldest rock in the world. That in Australia, Western Australia. Whoa. Uh-oh. Did you do something, Larry? No.
Sounds like it. You need to put some grease on it.
Vaseline or...
It's a long way down. Right there.
Hey, look, there's Bear Grylls over on. Man. Whoa. Uh-oh. Thanks for riding American Airlines. The captain says, put your seatbelt on.
You should have to wear a mask on this one.
Oh, yeah. Boy, if they did, I'd have to say.
Forget it.
Yep.
I ain't wearing.
We'll walk down the hill. God, that's straight down now.
I know.
Yeah, like my new footsies. Boy, they're lighter than them Red Wings. Here, I was thinking about getting them whites. Boy, if that break. I'm trying to figure out how we're hooked on this.
I don't want to know.
Two little pieces.
Crimped it.
Yeah.
Pair of pliers.
Yeah. Coke bottle opener will open it.
Twisty tie.
Yeah. One of them plastic zip ties.
Look right there.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it ain't much more than that.
Oh,
Jeez.
Lord. Oh, there's the cops waiting on us.
No. They'll take your ticket.
Yeah. One time I got caught riding on the freight train. They stopped it and the cop asked me where my ticket was. I didn't know what he meant at first. He was being cool about it.
Good.
You guys have fun?
Yeah, you bet. All right. Hey, Larry. All right. Going up top to Lover's Leap. What's the story on that?
I think a couple of Indians jumped to their death because they couldn't get married or something.
Oh, yeah. And Dad said no to marriage, and one of them jumped.
Yeah, they both jumped.
Oh, they both?
Mm-hmm.
Both, they couldn't live without each other. Hey, there's some two people standing up there now. God, just look at that sheer rock. I mean, it is seriously straight up. Up and down, I mean. Boy, if you was a water droplet that landed up there and had to roll all the way down. I think that's that bridge swaying we're on. Oh, y'all good. I'm sorry, I didn't know y'all was waiting.
Harvey.
I smell chicken.
We would be happy to.
Yes. Come here and take pictures. You want to take pictures?
Oh, here,
But I
let's
guess
go y'all's way.
you want to get right
Getting down towards
Yeah, right down here.
the tunnel.
Here, let me hold your stuff and you take pictures. She's a better photographer.
Yeah, and this here, this is man-made tunnel here. This was blasted out. It's not that long. It's probably 300-400 foot. But you can see up top they had to notch out so them diesel locomotives can get through. See all that corner left right there is at an angle? That's like them intake cooler flanges on them newer locomotives. Like fits like a puzzle. Man, just look at the splendor. God's glory right here. Yeah, and here, this is that same tunnel. We were at a different angle a while ago, but you can see the other side from here. Well, somebody had stated that etched up top because of the engine, but if you look at the other end, it's not. It's rounded, so that must be a rumor, a false rumor. One more round of the cliff. God, it just keeps going up. And there you can see that guy on the far right. Right there, that's the tunnel. We're fixing to go that way. Alright, just fixing to go in. Just straight up, guys. Now this Stock Creek naturally formed this hole through the ground. Now all this is coal. Coal goes through here. And occasionally they'll have a boxcar or grainer that they make a pickup with. Instead of sending a whole GM freight train, they, with 2 or 3 engines, they just stop with a coal train and pick them up and drop them wherever and bring them back. Bat 21? No.
Yeah.
You probably could see some swallow nests or some swifts.
Look at the color of that. Green.
Yeah, it looked like a big giant chunk of rock fell out of right. Let's see. Yeah, that big chunk there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see the curve now. I've never seen it with the lights on in here. Thought I seen something flying up there. Oh, it's a pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
What's dry in here? No rain. Whew. What's that? 18, 20 foot down?
Yeah.
Stock Creek.
Okay.
I think that's a little cave over there. It's two big giant nostrils. Cow nostrils. Somebody just took a picture of me. Whoa, I would love to live in here, have a little shack, shanty built.
Wouldn't it be cool? Like a play too.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all natural, hence the name. My God, I wish I was the only person on earth. Just live up in here. You know, I bet the natives, this was probably sacred.
Yeah, I bet you. Because they were here way before us.
I wonder what they called it. Yeah, it's probably the only place in North America that they laid a track through, saved money and dynamite. I wonder who discovered it.
It tells you back there on that thing.
Oh,
The board back there that tells you the history of it back there where the pops in.
oh yeah.
Look how this is washed in here. I wonder how this water washes in here.
Yeah, it's just like a nook back in here. Well, I didn't. Oh, I can get down over here. Yeah, that damn light out of my eyes. I almost need sunglasses in the tunnel.
How does the water wash in here? How does the water wash in here on this side?
There are two culverts over that lot there, and the creek overflows a certain way.
Look at the shadows from the people.
The creek was originally on. Oh, it was? And when they put the railroad on it, they moved the water to this side. Actually, it kind of covered the floor, but they filled in on this side, and so the water now goes on.
Oh, the creek used to be on that side?
Sort of. It covered most of the floor of the tunnel.
Ah, okay.
How long is this concrete wall? Do you know?
Well, some form of this wall's been here since they built the railroad in 1880s. So this one, I'm not certain about how old it is.
I know I came through here with my father because he'd been through here a lot as a boy years ago. And this was back in like 83, 84. And I don't remember that wall being like that.
It was there.
I
My
don't remember
first
it being
trip
that
was,
tall.
well, the creek's gotten a little further down.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I know we stepped off of the wall into the creek. So,
Now, my first trip was in '77, and I remember being warned not to get too close to the edge so that we wouldn't fall off. So,
this was about, I guess it was about 83 when we came through.
Yeah, the wall they're talking about is
So the creek is going down.
that concrete wall I was standing on earlier. Yeah, right here. He said the river, most of it used to be on the other side of the tracks. Yeah, this wall. Because Larry said he can remember him and his dad walking off the tracks down there in the creek. I see a reflection up there off the side of the track, so that might be the light coming through the other end. Nah, it might be just one of them lights. No, it's not picking it up. Might be a hobo with a campfire over there. Let's go introduce myself. Yeah, look up top here.
Railroad cop came from everywhere to see what we had done.
Oh gosh, I bet. Well, I haven't waited.
I wonder why it's kind of green color like this.
That's kind of like back in the movie Old Brother Where Art Thou?
And they were pumping
And
it.
what they were doing after that, this is what they were doing.
See, that might be my shadow. La la la. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my God. Da 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 da. Oh, there's my shadow. Oh, my backpack ain't on, so that'd be a good sticker. There's the end. Up train coming, oh my God. Yeah, there's a light over there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you can go over there. Let's go over there. Oh, wow. I had no idea that
Oh, sorry, baby.
wow. Cool.
Ready?
Boy, it is dark as a cave in here. I mean, like having a powwow in here. Gold prospectors. What don't want to autofocus in this dark like this? Larry, come to aisle 4. Alright, we're getting towards the end now. This is what, the north end? Or north-ish? I mean, if the train's going this direction,
It's headed towards Duffield right here.
yeah, it's heading towards Duffield. Wow. Is that water, that river? Yeah, it goes underneath that. Whoa, you could get a HO scale train through that. There's another piece of that wall. Yeah. Ooh. Boy, I feel like Stumbleina on these rocks.
Rome, you were up toward, we were in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I seen some flashlights down up in there. There's another cubby hole. Well, that goes way up in there too.
Oh yeah,
That'd be a good sleeping spot right in there.
right here.
God.
Under this ledge right here.
Oh, I wonder if they got any good fish.
book. Anytime I'm on camera, I'm dirty.
And here we are. Got Sir Edmund Hillary and his girlfriend here. Or, oops, boyfriend. Thought there was a third person up here. It's hard to figure out what your subjects are. Oh, okay. There's a trail going up, I guess.
So the girl's gonna fall off.
Yeah, parents way up there, not even. All them bugs. You need to watch your kids. It's a long drop. Alright, we're on the other end. Look where a giant piece of rock fell out. Boom. Some kind of sandstone, it feels like. Got it weathered here. Boy, you wear a hard hat, forget it. That ain't helping. A big bunch of them right there that fell loose from above right there. During a good rain. Yep, we're coming back and going camping in here. Yep, it's definitely, we just don't know when. Because this is only open one day a year today. There's supposed to have been a train come through, but they didn't have it today. Somebody took like a 180 car GM freight train through Hagen Switchback, and they had to turn around and go back. And that mess, they're supposed to stop a train in here for people to look at. It only happens once a year in July, and it's not happening this year, but they let you walk through the tunnel today only. One day a year. Been planning this for a while. Yeah, I made a mistake yesterday. That raft, that's John and Rhonda gave me that map, that raft. I forgot what name I said, but it was on accident. I was, my mind wasn't working right. My mind was elsewhere. But thanks, Rhonda. Thanks, John. That is a super awesome raft. Say hello to Lawrence and his mom, Sarah. And say hello to Larry. Well, that one lone tree. Say hello to my mother, Karen. My dad, Dave, and his wife, Sue. Mary and Jesse, my sisters, Ross, my brother, Karen, my real mother, and Johnny, my stepbrother. Alright, that's about it.
Was the one come through before?
Hey, look who it is. It's Anthony from YouTube.
Look me up, Anthony Roten.
Anthony Roten. Look him up on YouTube. Train videos. Yeah. Here's a little further back shot.
Alright, where's you guys? You want to go back in and head down that right side?
Yeah, I have a favor to ask everyone. As you know, and some of you might not know, my income now depends on the little ads that YouTube puts on each video. My views have, because I've been sick, my views have dropped off to a really low amount. And I was wondering if y'all could do me a favor and just each person share like your favorite video to someone you know. Just share one video. That's all I ask is you share just one video to anybody you want. It don't matter what video. When you're done watching this video, and in my next video I'll post whether that helped or not. A lot of times it just takes a few shares and oh man, it just blows up and everybody beyond that shares. But anyway, my God, I feel so much better. I haven't felt this good since November. Lord God Almighty, I never want to get that sick again. It was that move on top of the COVID vaccine. Whoa, I never want to go through anything like that again, ever. Getting it behind me, thank God, because perfect timing. Because got Brett, Iowa Hobo Convention coming up first weekend of August in Brett, Iowa. I'll be running for Hobo King 2021. Those are going to be some good videos too. I'll be able to show the hobo cemetery where all the kings and queen hobos that decide to be buried there can get buried. And I'm seriously considering when I catch the westbound, I'm going to be buried in Britt, Iowa in the Hobo King Queen Cemetery. If I got to make Hobo King first though. Anyway, yeah, if you don't mind, each of you share just one video. It don't matter which one. Man, I'm meeting a lot of people today. Met 5 people already who knew me. So, just getting out alone is really helping so much. Oh, now I just want to ride. Wow. Anyway, as you can tell how beautiful it is.
Know who you are.
Hey, what's going on?
YouTube all the time.
Say again. Hey. Hey. You want to be in a video?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do y'all know me?
Yes.
Hey.
All the time.
Hey, bud.
She is so awesome.
I'm Shoestring. Hey. How y'all? Oh, let me zoom it back.
I'm Shane.
Hey.
Cassidy.
All right. Yeah, I was just asking everybody, just one person share one of my videos. It don't matter which one. Cause my views really dropped off when I got sick. So I'm finally feeling so much better now, and be going to the Hobo Convention here the first weekend of August. So I'm gonna run for Hobo King. I'm pretty sure I stand a pretty good chance of getting it. So I was just, pardon.
We would root for you if you could win
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I'll be making a lot of videos up and through there. So
We look for you through Johnson City.
kind of teach everybody stuff, because I didn't even know it for my first 8 or 9 years of riding that. I was like, what? Really? And it's been going on since when? Really?
That's how we know about the place.
Yeah,
I
he
watched your
watches you.
video and I was like, ooh, we got to go
We
there.
went-
Oh, are y'all going there, Britt?
But, well,
Or-
here, because
Oh.
we live in Tennessee, so I watched your video before you was here, like,
Oh, okay.
with a couple last year, maybe, or something.
Oh, okay.
That other place toward Virginia over there?
Yeah.
Right on.
Outside the road.
I'll be
So
gone.
awesome.
Hey, so if you've taken him, go.
Y'all want to say hello to anybody?
Hello,
Like
everybody.
anybody in the family or something y'all want to do a shout out?
Hobo Shoestring's awesome. Sharing light.
No, I meant if y'all had your mom or brother you wanted to say hey.
His sister lives in Johnson City, so we're Hampton Road Mountain locals.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's good meeting you guys.
It's awesome.
All right. Just found out that the highest point on this cliff is 350 foot tall. That got me to thinking, so that point, that looks like the farthest up part. The very top, as far as you can see up there, the Saturn V rocket during the Apollo mission was 353 foot tall. I believe I'm pretty much accurate on that. I'll have to look. 353. So that's the Saturn V rocket would fit top up there down to the bottom. Now that was word of mouth. I heard the 350 foot. I don't know. It seems like 350 would be a little higher than that. compared to the Saturn V. I've only seen the Saturn V laying down at Cape, or at that Epcot, whatever it's called. Not Epcot, the one in Cape Canaveral. It kind of gives you a general idea. And there's a small man-made tunnel there. Again, you can see through all the way. Anyway. Yeah, I met another fan. Him, his wife, and son bought me a Mountain Dew. Bought Larry a Coke. That was the people in the video about a minute or two ago. Alright, we got a higher vantage point. You're right there's that tunnel, that man-made tunnel. And there's Stock Creek. Going into the tunnel right there. Water's pretty clear. Golly, I could see a snail if there is one. I'm zoomed in all the way. God, I can see a electron and the protons on an atom. You know what? Dogs absolutely will not walk on that great stuff. One time walking from Manhattan Island, I walked across the George Washington Bridge. I had to carry my dog Bubba across that bridge, upper level. Oh my God. Went all the way into Fort Lee, New Jersey. But it was that way. The whole walkway was that sheer gauge stuff. I had to carry him over my shoulders. You see, there was a hole I was going to look at over here. Or a cave, I mean. God, I thought that was sumac leaves there for a minute. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, right there. I didn't know sumac was that high up. Nah, it may be something else. I can't really see the screen that well. There's Larry again. Look how high the other side is, all buried in trees though. Alright, we're in Appalachia. Finally got one of these journeymen, the old barrens. Used to be oil that set down in there about that level. And it constantly oiled those bearings. If it got low, workmen come by and pour some oil in there. Have you ever watch old train movies and you see the regular Timken bearings, you know they messed up, they aren't paying attention. And again, the old leaf springs. Built January 1948. It's like 81, it was in 86. It was rebuilt. What is this? I wonder what this is. My favorite candy bar on earth. Hey, there's some cars right here. Oh, sand cars. Alright.
We didn't even know about it. We met a gentleman up there that lived there. Yeah. And he had one of those little ship. And we were up up by the switch, the one, the lower switch. Yeah. And he took us in the mule up the tube track to where the tunnel is. Yeah. He worked for the railroad.
Which house did you live in?
Lived in a trailer.
So would you go on it with the wind? Okay, you know where the road goes under the corner, like yeah. You go up that road from the left, it goes up there, dead end, it goes up, and it's a big that's the part on the top.
Okay, yeah, we went up that part, that's when we saw the train. Yeah.
Well, what time of day was it?
God, we got here at what? 4?
So it was,
Yeah, it was kind of late. It was late in the day. 'Cause we had, that was the day we got here. So we got here about 3. No, Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah. We got here about 3 and then we took off down that
You make that horn go. That's super awesome.
We tried to find the back end of the CSX tunnel up there, but we couldn't get close to that.
We're at Natural Tunnel State Park right now. Cool little setup they got here. A lot of work.
That's what a guy
The old graveyard for the unit. It's even got a tree growing up through the
So they were bringing empties back.
No, those are loads.
some old rail set out.
Taking them across the mountain.
They say that the lead unit was dead.
These old tires.
When it ran in forward, they got alarm bells. This shortened for sending.
Oh, I really want to see that. We'll have to go back down there again.
Well, it's hard to catch. We just got very lucky. Okay, I wasn't expecting it. Just got done reading an article in Trains Magazine about it, and it cut back way back on trains and
Yeah,
stuff.
there you might get 1 or 2, maybe 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah, when it used to be 2 or 3 a day.
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 a day, maybe 4. Yeah.
I think that's an old bank.
Ah.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we know, got the lift and everything. That's so cool. People don't realize all the work going into it. It's not work. I bet the buildings are more maintenance than anything.
It's not work though. Remember, this isn't work. This is play. This is fun stuff.
And L&N built that. You know.
Yeah.
I got so many of these flatbeds.
They didn't want to go through Jonesville, so they come up that valley right there, and then
Hey,
they wanted to get over to Kentucky, so they dug that tunnel. They wanted to get right straight over to Kentucky, over the Laurel and Harlan, to get the coal.
Yes, been there a few times.
And yesterday we drove down the other side of Clinch Mountain. Went down to Frisco where the Southern crosses.
oh, my back. Kind of reminds me of South Bend, Indiana. Back in Conrail, went through all these old shut down buildings. South Bend, Elkhart, Gary, and hey, they even got the derail deterrent tracks. He's got real water running on the other end.
Thank you. Thank you. No, that'll mess things up a little.
Hey, there's Shoestring rolled out in the woods.
We went up to the other side. See if we can see that.
Oh wow, I've never seen an old trailer like that. Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, here's the real river.
Oh, look at the little mill.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Oh, my back.
Yeah, my granddaughter, they gave him all that. They wanted my birthday. They going back.
On the other side.
No, on this side.
On
of the
this
mountain.
side.
Yeah, on this side of the mountain.
This side.
Oh. We need to get your name and give her a call next year when we come up.
And I asked my son-in-law, I said, have you've been through the, because he grew up there, he was born and raised there. I said, you've been through that thing? I said, yeah, I've been through it most of the time. He said, it's a long, you better take your flashlight. He said, no, this is long. And he said, you know, you two going to pretty much, because they live right down the track, they know when the track is going through. But he said, you don't know when the train's going through. He said, you got to have that thing.
Which reminds me of that movie about them little people in the big people world. Back in the 50s and 60s, I think that show was.
I think there are some, but he said, you know, it's still night.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pitch dark.
Need some carnival music playing.
Like this.
Yeah, the stuff's going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then there are those bears that he killed. I went down and the bear doesn't go through the
That's my favorite part. Them tires, the junkyard.
He was wondering, thought it would.
My water